What's going on, everybody? So it's been a minute since I've done any comic book videos, but I've been really busy. And when I got busy, I was just letting them stack up, and eventually just got to the point where I was scared to go back and start reading. So I got this much done today and yesterday, reading through these and everything. So I did a huge dent. I can actually be caught up by New Comic Book Day. So I'm gonna just do like 2 longer videos and get caught up, and then I can start reviewing like single issues again. I think maybe this week. They're probably not going to be as fast, but I'll get around to them. So what I did today was I did big chunks. So I read all of the Batman books and all of these X-Men books. So this is like 2 or 3 months worth of comics. I don't know about you guys, but have you ever had that much of a backlog where it was like, where do I even begin? I was feeling a little overwhelmed. So I just took chunks. So here's the X chunk. This was the biggest because I was reading so many X-Men books, and I got caught up there. And then the second biggest was Batman. It's actually bigger than this because I stopped reading Detective Comics. So I picked it back up. So I want to start with Batman real quick. Batman is much better without Tom King. It's like, so they have like a mystery plot coming on with, it seems like, Riddler, Penguin, Catwoman, and the Joker all have some conspiracy going on, and their team, well, they're trying to bury it. So there's going to be a fallout in Batman's love life. Detective Comics is kind of just doing its own thing. It's much better without Tom King. Will it stay good? I don't know. We'll see. But at least reads like a mystery, and Batman's not like a wimp, some weird wimp like he was under Tom King's run. So it's much better. The X-Men's a little bit of a different story. I am dropping New Mutants. There was 3 issues. There's not really anything going on. The characters don't seem to... There really doesn't seem to be a need to keep reading this book if you want to know what's going on with the X-Men. So I'm getting rid of that one. X-Force has been pretty good. I'm still liking X-Force. It's a little bit of a covert op team, but this one seems a little bit more needed. You need to read this one to know what's going on with the X-Men universe. That one's good. And then there's Marauders, which I'm still enjoying. I actually think Marauders is one of the better books, to be honest. Other than Iceman wanting you to know that he likes dudes, they remind you, at least in some fashion, every issue. But it has the best balance of action and plot. It's a lot of House of Cards going on with the Hellfire Club, which I think is pretty interesting. And Kitty is way more enjoyable in this book than she has been in years. I think she's dead, but they'll bring her back. They haven't really said what's going on with her yet, but so far, yeah, this book's been really good. And then there's the main X-Men line, which has been okay. I actually think, if you were to ask me honestly, I have more fun reading Marauders than I did this. X-Men, the main book, is dry and really slow, which I think is kind of a thing for Hickman, so we'll see. I'm still interested enough to keep going with it. I really think, I'm starting to think that, something's controlling the X-Men and Xavier. Maybe Xavier's controlling them all through that big headset thing, that portable Cerebro he wears. I don't know. But so far, Marauders, X-Force, and X-Men are still pretty good. And then this book was surprisingly really good. This Jonathan Hickman and this is Chip Zdarsky. I'm sorry. And it's the X-Men and the Fantastic Four teaming up. It looks like to take on Dr. Doom. Dr. Doom shows up at the end of this one. And, well, the premise is the X-Men are coming for Franklin Richards, who's the son of Mr. Fantastic and Susan Storm. We'll see what happens there. But this was actually a pretty enjoyable book. So that is a lot of books done. The other half is actually just as big as this one, but I don't have this many books for one series to go through. This is all the X-Men books. Oh, let's see. Yeah, this is all of the X-Men books that I needed to read. So dropping I'm dropping New Mutants. I'm going to stick with X-Men, X-Force, and Marauders, and we'll fire them off as they begin to suck. But now I can catch up. So what I'm going to do for the rest of the week is try to make chunks of one book, and then I'll make a video on them. People that have been watching the channel for a while will know if I'm going to keep them around or not, but I shouldn't get behind like this again, I think. We can hope. So I think by at least next week, I should be able to return to single issue books and go from there. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I was really behind. But I'm caught up now, kind of. I'm like halfway there. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for sticking around. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.